Welcome to our discussion on the path to success. You're going to want to have the path to success sheet in front of you so that you can review it as we go from concept to concept. This path to success was designed to create momentum in your group. And to get momentum going, you really need three key components. The first is enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm and your group's enthusiasm. The second is a sense of urgency. The feeling that I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get it done now. And I want to promote that same sense of urgency throughout my group. And the third key component that you need for momentum is a system that will support enthusiasm and urgency. Well, why do we need the path to success? Don't we have a compensation plan that we could just explain to people and get them enthusiastic and having a sense of urgency? We just tell them the 8 ways to earn, right? Well, if you've ever done that, you've seen the glazed look come over their eyes. They get overwhelmed and confused. And confused people do nothing. They just freeze. So the sense of enthusiasm and urgency goes right out the window. The path to success, on the other hand, provides clarity. It tells people, here's what you need to do first to get your business moving right. Here's what you need to do second, etc. It gives people short-term goals towards which they can work. Now, when we bring a new person into the business, it's sometimes hard for them to envision all the wonderful things that can happen for themselves. The international business, the tens of thousands of dollars that they can earn on a weekly basis, the lifestyle. It's hard for them to really envision and grasp that this could be something that could happen for them, although it could. It's much easier for them to grasp they could earn $1,500 in the next week or two by bringing in 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders. And when that check comes in the mail, what do you think happens to their enthusiasm level? Of course, it skyrockets, and so does their belief. Now, our goals need to be SMART goals in order to be effective goals. So they need to be specific, measurable, attainable and realistic, and time-based. The good news is that the path to success qualifies in every single one of those categories. So the first step is to advance to Executive Team Elite. What do you need to do? You need to make sure that you're a business builder. So if you aren't one and you're already in the company, upgrade to Business Builder. If you haven't yet joined, there's a wonderful opportunity. The Business Builder Kit is $799. You get an additional $800 in value on top of that for joining. So it's like you made a buck in profit already just by joining. You get all these tools, free boxes of chocolate. It's just a no-brainer. And you need to be a business builder to get on the path to success. All right, so now you're a business builder. Within 3 weeks of your start date, not the date that you became a business builder, but your start date, you need to complete these steps. So what is your start date? It's not the day you signed up in MXI. Not at all. It's any time you sign up a business builder or a preferred customer. So once you do that, you can decide, all right, I want to get on that path to success. I'm going for it. In the next 21 days, I'm going to bring in 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders. So you write down on your form the day that you're starting. You write it down. And then you figure out what your target completion date is, and that is a 21-day span. So count your start date as day 1, and then count 21 days, and then you'll know what your target completion date is. All right, now you're going to find your 3 preferred customers in total and your 3 business builders. But the cool thing is that once you've got your 3 preferred customers, your next auto ship is absolutely free to you. You just pay the shipping. And as long as your preferred customers are on auto ship, your auto ship remains free. Now go get your 3 business builders. And if you do the 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders in 3 weeks or less, congratulations, you're a Team Elite executive. You've also earned $1,500. Here's how that breaks down. $450 comes from your referral bonuses for bringing in those 3 business builders. $75 more comes in because you earned the X bonus for bringing in 3 distributors within a 21-day span. So now you're at $525. You've also earned 15 shares for going Team Elite, 15 shares in the Team Elite development pool. The share value rises and falls based on a number of variables, but typically it's around $70. So my gosh, that's over $1,000 in share value, plus the $525 that you made. So that's how you get that $1,500 number from these 3 sources. Now, how do you find your 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders? Good question, huh? Well, we talked about the importance of systems, so you're going to stick with a system. There's another sheet. It's called the Make More Change sheet. And this is going to tell you how to use social media to find people, how to make a list of people that would qualify for you to contact. And then it's going to tell you how to contact them and how to have a Change Your Chocolate event or party at your home. You're using the system. Now, there's built-in urgency in the path to success because there are time frames and time limits. So you want to make sure that you get to bronze executive within 6 weeks of your start date. Here's how you do it. You work with the business builders that you've brought in, those 3 business builders, to help them become Team Elite executives by sponsoring 3 business builders and 3 preferred customers each. How are they going to do that? They're going to do that by following the Make More Change form. That simple. They're just using the system. Now those guys are Team Elite executives, and they've each earned $1,500. What do you think happens to the enthusiasm? Of course, it's exponential. It grows in your group. And by the way, congratulations, you are now a bronze executive. You're going to receive $500 extra per month for 6 months. That's on top of all the other bonuses that you're earning, as long as you stay qualified at the bronze level. That urgency keeps going, though, because you need to get to silver executive within 9 weeks of your start date. Here's how you do that. You're going to work with those new Team Elite executives that you've helped to reach that rank to help them to work with their business builders to become Team Elite executives themselves. So how are they going to do that? They're going to use the Make More Change form to find 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders each. Now those guys are Team Elite executives. They've earned $1,500 each. And the people that you originally sponsored have now advanced to bronze executive, and they've earned that $3,000 advancement bonus each. Excitement, enthusiasm, it ramps up. So you're promoting the very thing that will help you create momentum in your business just by walking people through these steps. And by the way, congratulations, you're a silver executive now. And that $3,000 advancement bonus that you received has turned into a $6,000 advancement bonus instead. You're going to get $1,000 per month for 6 months and not $500 per month. Now there's a strategy to all this. I'm sure you might have been thinking about this as we go along. You have 3 weeks for each phase of the path to success. But not all phases of the path to success are created equal. If you think about it, reaching Executive Team Elite involves the efforts of only one person, you. Going bronze involves you directing the efforts of 3 other people. And going silver involves you guiding and directing the efforts of 12 other people. So let me ask you a question. Over which of the 3 steps, the 3 phases, do you have the most control? Of course, it's you going Team Elite because you're the only person involved in that. So the faster you do that, the better. You've got 3 weeks, but do you need to take 3 weeks? Heck no. What if we put our sense of urgency on steroids? And what if instead of going Team Elite in 3 weeks, we went Team Elite in 1 week? What would happen to the rest of the process? Well, you'd have more time. You'd have 4 weeks to go bronze and 4 weeks to go silver. But I'm going to pose another question to you. What if you did it in one party? What if you went Team Elite in one party? Could you do it? Of course you could. How? By using the Make More Change form to make sure that you're contacting enough people. You'll have a Change Your Chocolate party. And if you have 12 or 15 people at a Change Your Chocolate party and you do it right, there is absolutely no reason that you couldn't sign up 3 preferred customers and 3 business builders. It's really that simple. Sometimes we just need to reframe the way that we think. I remember when they introduced the Team Elite program in June of 2011, I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to sponsor 3 business builders in 3 weeks? That's a lot of people. And I got kind of embarrassed into it because my team didn't think the same way I did. You know, I had kind of gone into management mode. I was thinking a little bit fuzzily at the time. They went out and became Team Elite and embarrassed me into it. I thought, well, I better go do it myself because I need to lead my team. I had to reframe my own thinking. That sense of urgency. So I went out and in 3 weeks, although I was already a presidential, I qualified for the Team Elite program. 3 weeks. Well, you know what happened? The second time I did it, it only took me a week. And the third time I did it, it only took me 3 hours. And that's not because I got magic and grew a cape. It's just because I knew it was possible, I believed it was possible, and I had stayed in the process, and so I had people in the pipeline. It could happen faster because I had just kept putting one foot in front of the other. Well, what is it that makes it possible for some people to do what others think can't be done? I want to talk to you about a guy named Roger Bannister. This was a guy who was in the 1952 Olympics. He was in the 1500 meters. And he was really favored to at least medal, if not win, that event. But he was defeated. He came in fourth, and it was a crushing blow. But instead of quitting, he decided to train to break the 4-minute mile, which had never been done up to that point. People said it was just absolutely impossible. It couldn't be done. He'll never do it. It'll break his body down. Doctors even said that the human body just couldn't take that kind of stress. It couldn't go a mile in under 4 minutes, that it would hurt the body. Well, let's see what Roger Bannister has to say himself.
I came fourth. The disappointment was very great. Had I won a gold medal for the 1500 meters then, I would have retired and got on with my medical studies. As it happened, I decided I'd go on for another 2 years until 1954, which was the time when I actually qualified as a doctor. And of course, by then, the big milestone, pun not intended, was the 4-minute mile.
Bannister believed the 4-minute mile was a psychological rather than a physical achievement. The man who can drive himself further once the effort gets painful is the man who will win, he said.
Roger Bannister, third from the left, gets away at the Iffley Ground, Oxford, for the race of his life. For years, he has dreamed of becoming the first man to run the mile in less than 4 minutes, and now, with Chris Brasher setting the pace in front, he's decided that this is the right moment. Any moment now, and we'll see the famous Bannister burst. And here he comes. Bannister goes streaking forward with about 250 yards to the tapes. Just look at his action as his long legs carry him nearer that world record. And Bannister has done it, though he's out on his feet.
So Roger Bannister did something that others said was impossible, but he did it anyway. Here's how he summed it up. No one can say you must not run faster than this or jump higher than that. The human spirit is indomitable. You see, it was more than just belief, though. Roger Bannister did believe that he could run a mile in under 4 minutes. But because of that, he aimed for that goal with all the direction and focus and training that he could muster. His example inspired others to follow in his footsteps, to believe the same thing. And just 46 days after he set that record, Jim Landry of Australia broke that record again. Since then, thousands of people have run the mile in under 4 minutes. In the next 30 years, the record was broken 16 more times. Now it stands at 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Even high school students have broken the 4-minute mile. So, what if you could do the same thing for your group? What if you could be the Roger Bannister of your group and set the example? Do it faster. Create a sense of urgency and a culture of urgency and momentum in your business. You see, ambitious beliefs lead to ambitious goals. Limiting beliefs, like the ones I held before, like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of people in 3 weeks. Limiting beliefs lead to kind of impotent, floppy, nothing goals. We have to reframe how we think about our goals. When you believe something is possible, you tend to plan for it. Keep your goals and the system in front of you. Put that path to success form with your target completion dates and your progress on the refrigerator. Put the system sheet, put that sheet that's called the Make More Change sheet on the refrigerator so you can be seeing your list. Keep those two things in front of you at all times. The fridge is a great place. The mirror, in your car, any place where you'll show up a lot during the day. And use the path to success to plan for your success. Ramp up that sense of urgency and don't limit your challenges, but challenge your limits.